everyone, and welcome back to another Star Stable video. Today I'm going to be giving constructive criticism on Star Stable. I'm not hating, I'm just giving my opinion and what I think they can fix. And I also love Star Stable, so I'm not hating at all. I keep saying that, oh my goodness. We're going to be training in the background, and I actually have a little sticky note with me to remember things. But let's just get straight into the first thing. And so the first thing is a pretty common one. They release way too many horses. Way too many. I feel like they could release less and it would be a better quality horse or something like that. I just feel like that releasing so many horses every week isn't going to be really good. Example is when we didn't even have the Gotland ponies in game, we just had the trailer. I hate this race, sorry, oh my goodness. We had already gotten a spoiler for the next magic horses that are coming in March? I don't know when they're coming. Don't take my word for it. But we already had a spoiler for them, and what's the point of giving us a spoiler if we already have a horse that isn't released? You should be focusing on making that horse the best you can, and then releasing it. You shouldn't be releasing... Well, then making the spoilers, sorry. You shouldn't be releasing spoilers when you haven't even released the horse that you say you were going to. So, that's my thoughts on this, releasing too many horses. But, yeah. Alright, the next one is the racing. I feel like the racing is really, really good, but it can definitely be improved a ton. I feel like having to be like a higher level to go faster, it makes sense in a way, but it shouldn't be that way because the people who are new like me aren't going to be able to get to level 22 or something like that. So then the championships aren't fair. I know they're updating the racing system this year, so yeah, I think they are. But anyway, on to the next one. The next one are the quests. I really, really enjoy the quests. I think there's a really good amount of them. I'm not like everyone else with them, but I feel like they can change a couple things with the quests. The quests are pretty much the same. You run around, you do something that the person wants you to do, and then you're done. I feel like it could be different. Like, you actually, I don't know. I don't have any examples, but I feel like they can change it up a bit because every quest is like, oh, I forgot this. Oh, can you go do this for me? Maybe the characters do something for you or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, on to the next one. Updating. I actually love all their updates, so that's not like a big deal for me. But the big deal for me is that they update every Wednesday. I feel like they should update maybe, every month or something. So then they can spend a good amount of time on new content, and we can have a good amount of content until the next update. It doesn't make sense to be updating every Wednesday because everyone's going to get bored eventually. I know that you want to keep people engaged in everything, but updating every single day is not going to help. Well, not every single day, every single week. Oh my gosh, I can't find these things. I'm such a noob at this. Anyway. I'm going through these really, really fast. I'm going to try and spend more time on them to bring them more into detail, but I'm not very good at that. Alright, so the next big one is the prices of everything. I honestly do not hate the prices, considering the fact that they have to keep servers up and they have to pay their workers and stuff. That's understandable, but I feel like they're still just a teensy bit too high. I feel they should really be working on pricing. Try and figure out something more reasonable that still gives them plenty of money to keep up the servers and pay their workers, but it wouldn't be as expensive. I feel like if that happened, more people would buy Star Stable because it's cheaper. I feel like a lot of people can't get Star Stable because their parents won't let them from the expense. I could be wrong though, but I feel like they should just give it a shot. I know that they do, every now and then they do 30% off Star Rider, but what about the people who already have Star Rider and they want to get star coins for, let's say, a special horse? They do have double star coin weekends, but their price is still high. $15 for a horse is pretty much it. Because 1,000, well, on a double star coin weekend, 1,000 star coins is about $15. I think it's 16 maybe, which is expensive. By the way, I'm talking about dollars, not pounds or anything like that. And which is really expensive. Considering the fact we are getting double, that isn't bad, but if you think about it, when there isn't double star coin weekend, which you shouldn't be buying anything if it isn't double star coin weekend, because that's a waste. 500, like $15 for 500 star coins. I feel like that's a little much, honestly, but I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. So I think if they balanced it out a little more, it would make a little more sense. The next one is actually, like, it is about star coins again. I feel like they could lower the horses' prices. They could do that instead of lowering the star coin prices, because then it would make more sense. It would be balanced out more, because horses are really expensive. Like the Jorvik Wilds, I want one for myself, but I'm poor and I only have almost 200 star coins, and they're 975, I believe, which is kind of crazy considering the fact Star Riders only get 100 a week. It should, like, another point on star coins, I'm just going off on the star coin thing, but another thing on the star coins is if they don't want to decrease the prices for horses or decrease the price for star coins, they could up the Star Rider allowance. I actually saw a comment on another YouTube video about this. It said lifetime should get 200, 3-month Star Riders should get, like, they pay every 3 months, should get 150, and then 1 month paying Star Riders should get 100. That would make more sense to me, but I understand if they didn't want to do that. But I feel like they should try and balance things more out, like out a little more. But I can't control that, sadly. I do think a lot of people want this, so hopefully they think about it. The next one is the chat filter. I know a lot of people hate the chat filter, and I really don't, because I don't talk in chat ever. But when I am talking in chat, it is annoying. Because if I'm just trying to say something that I accidentally misspelled, all of a sudden I'm not allowed to say it. Or some things that don't even have a bad word in it, they force you to, well, you have to say, like, if you want to say something that has misspelled words or words that they don't like, even though they aren't bad words, it doesn't let you say it, which is quite annoying. I feel like if there was a different type of chat filter where people pay more attention to that and maybe all the bad words were censored, like some of the old chat filters, it would have been better. And then, like, if someone found out a new way to say the bad word or something, they could go in and on their next bug fix or the next update, hashtag it. That would work too. Instead of just doing every misspelled word, which doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, next one. The customization. I know customization is kind of big in this game, but I feel like it could be a little better. I know that our characters are very customized with their eyes and their hair and all that, but like body shapes and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna rant about characters in a little bit. I'm gonna talk about customization really fast. I feel like the customization isn't good enough in a way. I know we can customize our starter horse a little bit, which is kind of cool, but if you get Star Rider, you're never gonna ride your starter horse other than going to Pandora or something like that again. So if they added a little more customization to other horses or even more horse coats, that would be better. Like, you could change the mane color, because some people don't buy a horse because they don't like the mane colors, which is understandable. But if you want people to buy horses or buy your star coins because they want that horse, you need to change the star coin. Well, you need to be able to give them customization, because if you put out a really cute horse with a really cute mane, people are going to want it. But if you put out a really cute horse that doesn't have a very pretty mane, I don't think anyone's going to want it. So if they gave us customization on that, that would be cool. The next thing is characters, like I started to rant about before. If they, I'm pretty sure we're getting character updates soon, but the characters, I don't mind them. I actually really like them, but I feel like we need more customization with them, along with rant with customization. I feel like they should maybe let us change the body type or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it would just make it a little more, I don't know, real life-ish. I don't know what I'm saying. But it would make people be able to make it look like themselves or something like that. I don't know, but that would make the most sense to me, honestly. So, personal opinion. That was a short rant. I know. The next thing is a weird one, but I feel like whenever you fall off like a small little cliff that you usually wouldn't get hurt on, it's you have taken a dangerous fall. I know that like you're not supposed to be able to fall off that, but what if they fall off of that and get in a glitch cycle where it keeps respawning them at the point where they fell, and then they keep falling? That's annoying. Also, you can fall off huge cliffs or slide off them with a glitch, which doesn't make any sense to me because you won't get a dangerous fall message. I feel like they should change that up a bit and rework that a little instead of adding more updates or something like that. I feel like they should take the community's suggestions more. Like, I know this isn't an update for the game, but I feel like it would help the people making Star Stable make it more, well, not make it more, make it better. Because like they put out something to get suggestions on their Instagram for the Frisians. They didn't take anything. People posted videos on how to make it better, how to make it like look more realistic. They're all over now. And they just ignored them. And they even asked for it and people gave it like they gave their thoughts and how to fix it up for them. But they just ignored that. I feel like if they took that in more, like took what the community said and thought about it more and changed it up to how they liked it, that would make a lot of more sense. The next thing is, I know this is a really tiny thing, but it's the halters. I really want them to add Lerotes to that. I know it's like a really tiny thing, but for people who like to do roleplays or realistic roleplays, it's really fun. It would be a lot of fun instead of having your hand just back and the horse just following you. It looks really weird to me, honestly. So if they decided to try and change that, that would make my day. I actually usually use the bitless bridle thing. I don't know. I can't remember the actual term, but it's from the Western shop. I use that as like a halter thing, just because I feel like it's the best we can get to having a lead rope right this second. So if they change that up, that would be awesome, because they're letting out so many horses, so many updates, but they can't just change it to have a lead rope. I don't understand that part, but I guess that's fine. Another small thing for how the game works. If you don't have a bridle on or something like that, and you're like doing a role play for riding with bridleless, it's kind of weird because your hands are just floating there. I feel like they should be touching the horse in like the horse's neck in some way. I feel like that would make the most sense. Just having your hands floating there, you wouldn't have that in real life. You would be holding onto the mane or something like that. I'm not a horse expert at riding because I've never done bridleless riding, but I feel like that's what you would do, and it would make the most sense in a way. Anyway, the next one is the amount of magic horses and like one-time horses are put out. I dislike how they put out like you can only get this horse once or something like that. I know the old Jorvik Frisians did come, not Jorvik Frisians, the old Jorvik Wilds did come back at some point, but most don't. Like if you really wanted a horse, but you didn't have the money to get it and you didn't want to spend your money because star coins are expensive, you won't be able to get it. And if you really want it, that sucks. I feel like they shouldn't do as many of those. I understand doing that so the people who actually played them would get something special, but it just doesn't make sense. If they let out less of those horses, maybe people would have a chance to get Star Coin saved up, especially when they're already letting out so many horses per month. It makes it really hard for people to be able to get all the horses. I feel like maybe if they let out horses less or something like that. Um, or another idea is when special horses come out, you can the Star Coin prices drop, or we get an extra amount of Star Coins per that week. It would make the most sense to me. So if you were like, let's say 300 off and the horses are only staying 2 weeks, they would raise the Star Coin amount to 200 a week. That would make more sense than just letting them out and not letting a lot of people get them. Or every now and then, instead of making a whole bunch of new magical or horses that like never come back, they could let out the ones that they have let out earlier to give more people a chance. That would make the most sense, honestly, but they probably won't do that. Okay, the next people is the ignore kind of thing. Some people want to do realistic role plays and you have to do glitches to ignore everyone because your ignore list gets full or something like that. But if you're just trying to film a video or be on your own for a realistic role play, it just doesn't work out. Like in the arena that I'm in right now, there's an ignore all button, but you have to be in some sort of group or a riding club. What if you just want to run around and do that on your own? Like you don't want to be in a group or riding club. Also, like when you leave, it just disappears. But that just doesn't make sense if you want to run around the whole world. I know there are a lot of glitches you can do, but what if you don't want to glitch? And sometimes glitches can be hard. It should just be ignore all, or you could go in single players. Another thing is about clubs. I feel like clubs should have more things to do. I know that a club is meant to bring people together and you're supposed to think of ideas on your own, but if you aren't very creative or if you don't want to copy off of someone but they've already done it, you can't do that. And also, um, what if clubs start getting bored of, let's say, dressage? There's so many dressage clubs out there, and I know dressage clubs are a lot of fun for people, but what if you start getting bored? I know you can host club events and stuff, but I feel like they should be able to change that up so there are special things that you can host in game. Like instead of having to get a Discord, because some people can't get Discord, they should have some area in the club thing where you can events are posted and it'll like tell everyone if you're online that the club event is starting soon or is starting. That would make sense, honestly. But I know that it's not likely, but I feel like clubs should have some sort of update. You could also maybe do mini games with your clubs or something like that. That would make a lot of sense, and I would actually join a club if that happened because a lot of clubs there are kind of get boring to me. So I'm gonna end the video as soon as I actually don't fail this race. Oh my gosh. Basically, I'm gonna end the video. And I'm going to say goodbye while I'm doing this because why not? If you have any things that I didn't put out here that you feel like could be constructive criticism for Star Stable, that would be awesome. Because I feel like if we got this out there and they heard it, I'm going to turn this off, they would be able to fix things. And I know my channel's really, really small compared, and they're probably not going to see this, but if oh my god, my voice cracked. Oh my god. Anyway, if people pass things on to other people, it would make more sense for them to see it. I know Star Stable sees our ideas because there are a whole bunch of big YouTubers out there, and they're all giving constructive criticism, but Star Stable ignores it. I feel like we should get them to understand and see it. So if you have any things that I didn't go over in the comments, please put them there. Please do not bully Star Stable. Please just put constructive criticism, nothing mean. Just tell them how they could fix it or something like that if you want. But if you made it this far, can you comment fix Star Stable? I don't know why that, but yeah. I know no one's going to be here because I rant too much and it's already a long video. So thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has an amazing day. Bye!